I want all of you just to take an opportunity to think about how great it is to live in this city. You have something very, very special going on here. It's why we like to bring events over here. I'm guessing it's why the president wanted to bring the medical school over here. And I share that pride as somebody who has a lot of great friends here. As you look at athletics, one of the first things I wanted to do, and so many of our staff at the beginning, I think, thought it was rather corny, but it was to define what it is we're all about. What does our athletic department do? And it started with a mission statement. And what we wanted to try and create was one that had meaning and had purpose. And we sat down with our executive staff, we brought in coaches, went through and changed words around and kept modifying it and came up with something that focuses on two things that I think are very important. And the first is that we gather and engage our community. And if you think through those words of gather and engage, it's bringing people together, but it's also including them in a very viable role in what you're trying to accomplish. The community is campus, it's Michigan, it's the nation. We define community in so many different ways depending upon what we do. But it's we gather and engage our community, and it's to teach. It's the first time I've ever seen that word in athletic department mission statement, but it's to teach, to support, to lift up, and to celebrate our student athletes in their quest for excellence. So the two things under my administration, I would hope under any athletic director, is the community and it's the student athlete, and making sure that everything we do centers around them. We also brought in core values. That it's amazing how quickly we've used our core values to either correct, to guide, or to make decisions in our process. The 25 sports. And there's no question that all 25 sports have great value in our university structure. But as an athletic director, football is extremely, extremely important to where I believe we're headed. It's based on where resources come from. It's based upon the mass pride that comes with a sport like that. The comment I made was that I will not rest until it's the norm to enter a season, expecting that season to end with the paint of roses on our cleats. And it's something that we believe in. I have a rose. There's two symbols in my office. One is a rose sits on my desk, and the second is a whistle hangs from my door. And those are two things that just are constant daily reminders to where I want to go and who's going to help teach us to get there. And it's our coaches, and it's a goal. As you look at coaching staffs, when I was a manager, there was 4 managers, 3 coaches, and a team. And today you have video operators, you have director of basketball operations, you have more people with suits sitting on the bench than you have players sometimes. I've also looked at the specialization of buildings. Jennison Fieldhouse was built in 1940, and it was a building for all sports. Competition, practice, the whole deal. It was built at an average cost of $5 per square foot. As you go through buildings that have been built since then, Munn Ice Arena, it's a building for one sport, practice and competition at $28 a square foot in '74. Duffy was a building for one sport, just for practice. Becoming more and more specialized as we've gone through these construction projects. That was $57 a square foot in 1980. The Breslin Center was a venue that pulled a sport out of Jennison, became something for the students, but also for our men's and women's basketball programs. Built in 1989 at $142 a square foot. The Academic Center, built in '99, the Smith Center, is a place just to study. They don't compete there, they don't practice there, they just study there. $200 a square foot in 1999. And then most recently our Stadium Tower, just a place to watch a game. They don't study there, they don't play there, they don't practice there. We watch them play there. $265 a square foot in 2005. And it's, this specialization is something that's unique to watch. Our first sport was 125 years ago next season, and it was baseball. We're going to be celebrating 125 years of intercollegiate competition at Michigan State. Clarabelle Smith Center, Steve's gift is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and Tom Izzo will be celebrating this September his 25th anniversary at Michigan State. This past fall, academically, we had our highest GPA ever with a 2.93. We had the most student athletes with a 3.0, 348 of them, and we had the most student athletes with a 4.0, 49 of them. Those are things internally. Those are things internally we celebrate, and we try to share those messages as much as we can because they don't normally end up on the front page.